Medical history is an interesting topic for many. Like these abandoned practices, from electroshock therapy to lobotomies, there's always going to be that one question. Who were the worst idiots to do this? Well, dear viewer, I'm going to tell you about today's subject. Wait a minute, what happened to the last person who was on here? Well, they went to a place called a psych ward, and I haven't seen them ever since. And so today, dear viewer, we're going to be learning about the worst doctors in history. Starting off our list is a man by the name of William J.A. Bailey, who was not a doctor. Wait a minute, if he wasn't a doctor, then how come he's on this list? Well, dear viewer, he dropped out of Harvard and told people he was a doctor because screw it. And any poor idiot who came across him, he tried peddling tonics to him, and his most famous product was a concoction called Radithor, basically an energy drink, with all you Chads knowing what I'm talking about. One of Bailey's customers drank so much that his jaw literally fell off and he died of radiation poisoning. And another one of Bailey's products was the Radium Doctrinator, where you put it in your crotch and it was a way to cure erectile dysfunctions. Why would anyone believe him? Well, dear viewer, why do people believe Minecraft YouTubers? But just for you, William J.A. Bailey died of bladder cancer in 1949. So let's move on to the next doctor, Sigmund Freud, the founder of psychology. Wait a minute, if he was the founder of psychology, why is he on this list? Well, dear viewer, because his theories were very, very, very sexual. I can tell you're probably having fun, just like his patients. Well, doctor, today I came here because my girlfriend is trying to hook up with me on the worst occasions. In the kitchen, in the car, even in public. Wait, and you just say no to it? Yeah, why? Are you judging me? Oh no, I'm just making sure I'm writing this down. Yeah. And thankfully the stuff ends here. I mean, it's not like Freud was sexually attracted to his own mother. Anyways, let's move on to Walter Freeman. He specialized in the lobotomy, is where they would put a metal stick up your eye and poke around at your brain. Why would anyone do that? Well, it was the only way to treat schizophrenia and mental illnesses. But it messed up people's personality, self-control, and in many cases, death. And a patient died under Freeman while he stopped for a picture. Hey Freeman, say cheese. Aw, heck yeah. Now that is a good picture. Freeman, I think your patient died. And ironically enough, Freeman was the one to forefront lobotomies in America. But sadly, many of Freeman's patients were as young as 4 years old. But during the late 50s and 60s, lobotomies fell out of style, and Freeman was eventually banned from doing any further. And so let's move on to our next doctor, Jack Kevorkian, or also known as Dr. Death. He would insist in people's suicides by giving them death pills, and his most famous quote was, "Dying is not a crime." He was active from 1952 to 2011, killed over 130 patients, and he was trialed in 1992 and finally convicted in 1999. Who can be way worse than all the other... It could be way worse. Let's end off the video with the Angel of Death, Joseph Mengele. Originally, he was a researcher, but joined the Nazi Party in 1937 and joined the SS in 1938. In 1943, he was assigned to the Auschwitz concentration camp where he would begin his human experiments by sewing people together, putting paint in people's eyes to change their eye color, boiling people, and he would begin harvesting human organs. But as the Nazi regime surrendered, he fled to Argentina, and that's where he would die in 1979. And so that, dear viewers, was the worst doctors in history. Now let's roll to the end credits, shall we?
He did the monster mash.